Pakistan to play white ball cricket. I think we're all aware of the current rankings in terms of how where Pakistan is ranked, and I think for such a proud nation, we know that needs to improve. So for me, it's about, as I said, setting the tone around the style of play, making sure we find players that suit that style of play, and then becoming very good at it. So really looking forward to getting that started.
What your thought about the Babar Azam, Irfan?
They're both very fine players. I mean, both of those players you mentioned will be involved in the wider squad, and those meetings will take place. Some have already taken place with players that aren't in the squad around the expectations we have around the way we want to play the game. We want to play a fast-paced game, so it's making sure that those players that aren't involved doesn't mean they're out of contention, but it means that they need to improve in certain areas. So Bubba is well aware of that, and he's making some good strides to.
Mike, what is your first area of target? Like you mentioned ranking and also some other stuff. So what is your area of target which you're going to improve the first player?
Look, it's not getting too far ahead of ourselves in terms of the rankings will come in time. For me, it's about committing to the way we want to play. We want to play a modern style of cricket. In white ball cricket at the moment, Pakistan's approach has been a little bit behind the rest of the nations, and it's about making sure we are a side full of often full of talent, but it's got to be pretty well constructed in terms of how we want to play the game. So I talk about a high-paced game. You can only play that if you've got depth of batting, and you've got lots of different bowling options to adjust to the conditions that you're confronted with. So it's about building the right players and putting them in the right positions.
Like inconsistently fresh team selected, but now there are 8 changes in this series. So what are your plans to fix these things like inconsistency and instability in the players?
Look, I think picking fresh players is great, but there's got to be a real plan around what that looks like. And as I said, we've been really clear around the style of play we want, and then it's about picking players that can do that. It's not about just being aggressive, it's about being smart as well, and making sure that we pick players to do roles that they've already been good at in different, whether it be different levels, and making sure that the way they play suits the role that we want them to play. Only then we can be consistent with the selection.
Mike, and how long you are here for Pakistan? Can you explain the contract? How many years?
Yeah, so look, I'm part of the selection committee. So I was part of the selection committee that picked a slightly wider squad, and then the coach and the captain finalised the 15 from that squad. So obviously I'm a big part of that. I'm here as the white ball coach for 2 years. That's my term, and within those 2 years, there's going to be just slightly more than 2 years. There's going to be 2 World Cups. So it's an exciting time. Obviously, T20 World Cup and a One Day World Cup. But as I said, we know we have to start that change now, and very much looking forward to it. Bangladesh in these conditions are always challenging. I've obviously been to Bangladesh many times, and in their own conditions they're challenging. I think their seam bowlers have improved dramatically over the last few years from where they were, so they certainly got seam bowlers that can challenge any side with a new ball. Not as reliant on spinners. I think they bat a lot deeper now. I think they're well led. Look, there are so many players that I'm not going to target one in particular. Obviously, we've got our scouting in place.
Everyone is informed because they played really well in the PSL. On the other hand, Bangladesh lost against UAE in the Sharjah. They didn't play well. So do you think they are in the backseat in this series?
Well, what I would say is they've played 3 internationals in the week leading up to this. So, as a team, they're getting up to speed from a team perspective, the way they want to play. So I certainly don't think anyone in this Pakistan team will be taking Bangladesh lightly. We'll be preparing as we have to. Sure, we've come off the PSL, but we also haven't played as a team yet. So, very much keen to start the way we want to continue.
Mike, we have seen Pakistan top crop, especially the youngsters. target is T20 World Cup, and it's the building process which will start very serious. So, how much you are confident to build a fighting team for the World Cup? Because you just said that you will change the team also.
Oh, look, very confident. Very confident in terms of, we've got about 10 months, slightly less. We've got between 30 to 34 T20s between now and then. We're picking players at the moment that suit the style we want to play, so it's not a matter of changing people. And those that aren't currently in the squad will be made really clear in terms of what the expectations are. So, we will develop a depth of squad, playing the way we want to play, and we know will give us good success. So, as I said, looking forward to getting that underway.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.